listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional. Today's topic, Naaman, the leprous captain, Part 2. Naaman was about to be tested. In lieu of Elisha, there came a messenger with specific instructions. Go and wash in the Jordan 7 times, and your flesh shall be restored to you, and you shall be clean. 2 Kings 5:10. Naaman was livid. He had come all this way, and this plebeian could not even spare the time to see him? Verse 11. Then, to add insult to injury, he was expected to bathe in that filthy excuse for a river? Verse 12. Was he so degraded that a sewage dump was better than he? Infuriated, he started for home. But Naaman was generally a reasonable man, and his entourage knew that. It was his pride that had been wounded, nothing more. So they began to talk some sense back into him. "My father," said his servants, "if the prophet had told you to do something great, would you not have done it? How much more then when he says to you, 'Wash and be clean'?" Verse 13. And Naaman had to admit they were correct. He saw now that it had been his own ego which had gotten in the way of his own well-being. So he went to the Jordan River and did all that the prophet had commanded, and was healed. Verse 14. Amazed, he rushed back to the prophet's home. This time Elisha came out to meet him. "Indeed," exclaimed Naaman, "now I know there is no God in all the earth except in Israel." Verse 15. He knew it was not the river itself, nor the ritual, nor even the prophet who had cured his leprosy. Instantly, Elisha's God became his God. Verse 17. A new convert, he still had much to learn. For one, that God's miracles were free gifts, not transactions. Verse 16. And he would still have much with which to contend upon his return home to a people and king who worshipped false gods. Verse 18. But Naaman had proved in his heart to be a man who sought truth, a man who was willing to admit his faults, a man who would give his all to God. We know not what happened to Naaman after he returned to Syria, but his genuine conversion was singled out by the Messiah himself. Luke chapter 4, verse 27. Are you in a position of authority? Are you willing to learn from others, even your subordinates? Remember, pride goes before destruction. Proverbs 16:18. Our key Bible text today comes from 2 Kings chapter 5 and verse 17. And Naaman said, "Shall there not then, I pray thee, be given to thy servant 2 mules' burden of earth? For thy servant will henceforth offer neither burnt offering nor sacrifice unto other gods, but unto the Lord." Thank you for listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional.